Alright, y'all, let's get into the 2021 Soul Train Awards. Y'all ready? Let's go.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bright here, the R&B Kid. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing very well. Welcome back to another episode of On the Bright Side TV. I know this video is hella late, y'all. I'm sorry, but there's been a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that y'all will hear about soon. So I've been really busy with work and just other stuff in my personal life. So I've took a break from YouTube for like a week or two now. But so yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. This video is hella late. But, you know, better late than never. I wanted to talk about and review and give you my thoughts on the 2021 Soul Train Awards, which, as usual, were amazing as always. I tell y'all every year, y'all need to stop sleeping on the Soul Train Awards. I know they're so poorly promoted every year, and honestly, I'm not mad because, you know, budget, people not into R&B in general in our culture anymore. So I get it. I get why. But if you're into R&B, even if you're not into R&B and soul, if you're just looking for a good award show that gives you a great selection of, you know, artists who are there, artists who are presenting and performing, and you know, just actually the awards themselves. If you're looking for a great show that gives you all that and more, and just gives you straight up black excellence and good music and vibes from beginning to end, literally since I've been on this earth, my favorite award show has always been the Soul Train Awards, and for good reason. They are my favorite award show every year. So I definitely couldn't go without doing a review of the Soul Train Awards this year. Love the Grammys, love the Oscars, you know, shout out to the BET Awards, you know, Billboard Music Awards, American Music Awards, you know, shout out to all the other award shows. But to me, the cream of the crop when it comes to good award shows is the Soul Train Awards. Y'all need to stop sleeping. So this year for the 2021 show, we had Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell present host again for like the 4th time in a row. And I'm not mad about it because they are amazing as hosts every goddamn year. So they killed it again this year as hosts. Their chemistry, their friendship on stage, and you know, every year doing the Soul Train Awards is always on point. I love their chemistry, I love their friendship, I love their jokes, I love their timing, I love their energy, I love how they keep the show moving. They don't overstay their welcome. They're not too corny. They rag on each other, but like it's love at the end of the day because they're actually friends. Like I love it. They're a great pair as the hosts. So yeah, they killed it this year as always. The Legend Award went to Maxwell this year, as you know, as it should, because Maxwell has a new project coming out next year, and it's about time the industry and the world really gave love to Maxwell for what he's done throughout his whole career in a major way. So I'm glad the Soul Train Awards did that for him this year. And as well as that, Ashanti got the Lady of Soul Award, which I think is well deserved. She's one of our legends. You know, she definitely kind of fell off with her, you know, commercial success as we went into the 2010s, but with what she did in the 2000s, man, from 2001 to 2008, man, Ashanti was going crazy. So I'm glad I'm glad Soul Train gave her this Lady of Soul Award, which is so deserved for her contributions to soul and R&B, and just for her still being here, looking amazing, still giving us music after all these years. Like, you know, same thing with Maxwell. So I'm excited for both of them for the recognition that they got with their awards. So deserved. I feel like it's perfect timing for both of them. So shout out to Soul Train for giving Maxwell and Ashanti love as the honorees of the night. So deserved. So I'll get into that later. But yeah, man, let's get into the show. Then I'll get into the awards at the end. Overall, I thought the show was amazing. I thought it flowed well. I thought the artists that they got to perform were perfect. I don't know if there's anybody that they forgot to have that I wish was there. Maybe. I think I really wish her could have been there, could have performed something. Who else I wish could have been there? I really wish Giveon could have performed. That would have been nice. There's probably a few more people I wish could have been there that performed that didn't. But overall, I think to me, the only people that I wish were there that weren't, in terms of, you know, getting their awards or performing, I think were just her and Giveon. I think other than that, pretty much everybody that's been doing their thing for the past year was there, I think. So it was a pretty good selection of artists and, you know, people who are presenting all across the board. I loved, you know, oh my God, can we talk about Adam Blackstone and the BBE band? They always go crazy every year, and this year was no exception. They killed it. Shout out to Adam Blackstone and the BBE band. The arrangements and the audio for the whole night was rocking. I don't know what him and his band were on, but they were just in their bag. They were going off the whole night. For everybody's performances, they were going crazy. Shout out to Adam Blackstone and the BBE band. I'm so glad they continue to, you know, to be the musicians for the night for the Soul Train Awards every year. They kill it. No difference this year. It was amazing. And I actually loved, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I feel like this year in particular, they actually went through a lot of awards, which I really liked. So I feel like a lot of times they'll go through like half the awards. They did miss a couple of major awards, but I think for the actual telecast, they actually did announce like a lot of the big awards. So I like that they did that. It feels like this year they didn't skimp out on like too many awards. They did miss some big ones, but I like how they got, it seems like they were presenting a lot more awards than usual. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like that. So I like that they did that as well. Yeah, so I think overall, I don't know if I have any other overall thoughts about the show. I thought it was amazing. I love the spotlight that this show gives to upcoming R&B artists, to our legends, and to people who are kind of in between. It really gives good love to all those people in all those different lanes. All the brand new artists get love through the Music Matters and Amplified stage platform, and the red carpet, and just being in the room, presenting, getting awards potentially. And then we have our legends like a Maxwell or Ashanti who get love, and then we'll have people who are like in between, like Ari Lennox or Summer Rocker, who are not really, they're not the newbies yet, but they're not legends yet. They're just kind of there, building their careers. We have a good spread of all that. We even have a little bit of gospel to give love to rap with an award. Like, I just feel like the Soul Train Awards are so balanced. So I love that. And this year was definitely balanced as well. And her was the most nominated artist of the year with 8 nominations. But Silk Sonic took home the most awards of the night. They took home 3 awards. So that was dope. Shout out to Silk Sonic. All right, man. So let me go through the show really quickly. Let me give you my thoughts on everything that happened. Alright, so Silk Sonic opened up the show performing Fly Is Me, which I thought was such a dope opener. Perfect way to open up the show. It's not a single yet, but Fly Is Me is one of my favorite songs off of the new album, And Evening with Silk Sonic. Go check out my review of that if you haven't already. Love Fly Is Me, one of my favorite songs off that album, and I loved how they just murked it with I think they had like the all-white vibe on. They had like a staging that was similar to the look they had in the Smoke Out the Window video. Like, they had pretty much like a dedication to Soul Train, with them like being on like the 3 circular stages, them in the band, and then having like a bunch of like Soul Train dancers like in the front just vibing. It was so amazing. It was so throwback. It was so retro. It was so funky. It was groovy. It just smelled like, it smelled like black excellence, and just smelled like vibes in there. It was amazing. I love that. Only thing I was kind of mad about is that it wasn't actually a part of the actual award show. It was a pre-recorded performance that they just put at the beginning of the show. And I'm not mad because I guess Silk Sonic couldn't have been there. I'm not sure what they were doing, but the performance was amazing. I loved it. It was really well directed. It was well shot. I love how they did it. And I love how it was just a real dedication to Soul Train. Silk Sonic has been in their bag lately, and that performance was nothing different. I think that was the first major performance of Fly Is Me that we got, and I loved it. They killed it. Shout out to Silk Sonic. Was an amazing way to open up the show. I love the energy that they gave. And then Tashina and Tisha came out and did their little intro for the show, just their little monologue. And then they went into like a medley of like a lot of old school hits from like different decades and generations. So I think they started out with like doing a Motown tribute that was Fly. And then they went into doing like a tribute to, El DeBarge and the DeBarge family with their hits, I think. And then they went into Real Love by Mary J. Blige. And then they went to the new generation playing, they did Have Mercy. They did like a cover of Have Mercy. I think they switched up the lyrics for almost all the songs, I think. But yeah, it was a cute little like medley of like, R&B hits going through the decades and generations. It was really cool how they did it. Shout out to them giving, love to Chloe for the new generation with Have Mercy. That was cool. And then we went to the first award of the night, which was Best Female R&B Artist, and that of course went to Jasmine Sullivan, as it should have, because come on, Jasmine has been doing her thing this year. She's been on fire this year. She deserves it. That award was definitely hers. So happy for her. She got up on stage, gave a cute little speech about just being thankful and being, grateful to be, be in the industry, and just, grateful to be around her peers and all that stuff. Grateful for the love from Soul Train. So it was amazing. Great speech by Jasmine. Not her last award of the night. We'll get into that later. All right, let me look at my notes. And then we had Ari Lennox come out and perform Pressure, which to me is one of the most underrated R&B songs of the year. I don't know why y'all not giving that song love. Y'all need to go and purchase and stream that song, because it's not really doing that well right now. And I don't know why, because that song is everything. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri and Brian Michael Cox for producing and writing that song. Legend shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ari came out and performed Pressure. I love that song. And my issue right now with Ari Lennox is that, for me, I feel like the arrangement of the song and on the stage was dope. Like, the arrangement was crazy. Her voice is insane. She's beautiful. The song is everything. And even though all those things are there, it's like I'm still waiting for Ari Lennox's star power to just come out. I feel like every time she's on stage, like whether it's with her, her and Jasmine at the BET Awards or this performance, is like she always, maybe on tour is different, but like I feel like for an award show, she always comes out and like sounds amazing. The songs is amazing. She looks great, but then like it's just almost like she seems like she's reserved, and like I'm like she's just like waiting to bust out and be the star that I know she can be. So I'm waiting for that moment. I don't know why Ari Lennox is like kind of holding up like her own star power. I'm not sure what's behind that. I know she's still new, so I know she's still trying to get her footing, but it's like I feel like she's so like funny and lively, and like, you know, she's such a bubbly person on social media and in real life. So it always makes you confused when like she gets up on stage with a good song, her voice ready to go, and she sounds amazing, the arrangement being on point, but then like she just kind of stands there, doesn't move, and just like singing her ass off, but it's just like it seems kind of boring and not that engaging because she's just kind of standing there. Summer Walker I think has the same issue, but Summer Walker is a different issue because she's Summer Walker. But with Ari Lennox, I'm like, I'm waiting for her to just bust out and just go, like, you know, be that artist I know you can be. So I was waiting for that to happen, but it didn't really happen. But it's cool because I have faith in her because the music and the potential is all there for Ari Lennox. I'm just waiting for her to like be Ari Lennox, you know what I'm saying, like be that star instead of her just, you know, kind of just, you know. But she still did a good job. I'm just waiting for her to bust out, you know what I'm saying? Next up, we had the Best New Artist Award, and that went to Young Blue, who I rock with, so I'm not mad that he won, but I do feel like quality-wise and just music-wise, I feel like that award should have went to either Thames or Tone Stiff, who I feel like to me were the best new artists in that category. I love their music. You know, just musically, I feel like it should have went to one of those, but definitely, I understand why I went to Young Blue. He's doing his thing right now. He has a hot song out with Drake that came out this year. His album did pretty well. You know, so commercially, he's been doing his thing, but because Young Blue is so like steeped in hip-hop, I don't feel like he should have won that award. But I'm still not mad that he won because, like I said, I rock with him, and I also loved his speech where he gave so much love to Soul Train and just talking about what it meant to him as a kid growing up, and you know, Soul Train being a big part of, like, you know, what influenced all the artists that he looks up to. So I just love how he gave love and he talked about how important Soul Train was. So I'm happy about that because I feel like not a lot of young artists really appreciate or value or really understand how important Soul Train was. Not even now, but more so, I mean, definitely now, but even especially when we think about the people who influenced them, like the artists that we love growing up. Like Soul Train was a very important medium for artists to promote their music, get love for their music, and get recognition for the music, and also just be able to celebrate music in their own, in our own space, in our own Black community, in our own space. Soul Train was the best way for us to really celebrate each other, you know, learn from each other, value each other, and just vibe with each other in our own space. So I love that, you know, Young Blue really tapped into that and talked about how important Soul Train was for the previous generation, and also how important it is for us to keep it going for this generation as well. So shout out to Young Blue. I loved his speech. Then after that, we had Lucky Daye come out and perform his new song Over. Girl, I thought it was over. Over, you can me that. I love that song. Shout out Lucky Daye. So, you know, we're talking about who is that guy for male R&B right now. A lot of y'all said Lucky Daye, a lot of y'all said Giveon, a lot of y'all said nobody because everybody's trash. Some of y'all said Brent. Interesting conversation. I'm not going to talk about it in depth right now, but I definitely think Lucky Daye has a good, I think he has a solid place in that #1 spot. If we're talking just quality, you know, from the R&B guys right now. I do love Giveon, but I also think Giveon struggles on stage a little bit in terms of his star power, but I love Giveon's music. I think a lot of guys could, you know, I think Tone Stiff is mad underrated, so I think he's someone that a lot of people need to watch out for as well. I'll talk about him soon. But yeah, man, that's a hard debate. The girls are doing their thing right now, but the guys are, it's really a wide open, dry lane right now for the guys in R&B. So I don't know who takes that spot. I'm cool with Lucky Daye, I'm cool with Giveon, but let me know who y'all think, who's #1 guy in male R&B right now. Who do y'all think that is? I have no idea, to be honest. I feel like a lot of different guys kind of equally are kind of equally running things in different ways. I think Giveon's running things on the charts. I think Lucky Daye's running things musically. I think in terms of dance, who's really killing it dance wise? Maybe Tone Stiff. I don't know. Like it's a mess. But Black is going. You know, I love Black as well. Like I don't know. But yeah. So going back to Lucky Daye. Lucky Daye performed his new song Over. I think he did a great job. I appreciated how I feel like this was him trying to get into like his Prince, you know, I'm a star bag. You know, he came out with like the green fur. I think he had green fur on. He came out like with this like outfit that was giving Prince vibes, and towards the end performance he like took a part of it off and was showing like his, you know, his torso and stuff like that. And he had like the backup dancers that was rocking with him. You know, he was, you know, he sounded great. He really just in this star bag. I really appreciated him adding new dimensions to his performance ability, because I don't think I've ever seen him dance before in a live show. You know, he added some choreography. He had like this interesting outfit on. He was really, you know, just like really working the stage. So I really appreciated Lucky Daye's, you know, evolution in his performance ability. I think he did a great job. Yeah, man, I'm just really here for, you know, his evolution in his essence, his style, his choreography, and it's just, yeah, it's just all of it. I really appreciate Lucky Daye's, you know, improving essence. It really is coming together. Shout out to Lucky Daye. I think he did a good job. All right, after that we had Fred Hammond come out and perform with some people that are part of his crew. They performed Yahweh and Let the Praise Begin. Really cool moment. I appreciated having, you know, some gospel, you know, to, you know, incorporate into the show. They did a great job. They all sang their asses off. They brought the energy. They brought the vibes. Not me swearing on the gospel segment, but no, they brought the vibes. They brought good vocals. They brought that you know, that healing energy, that empowering energy that we needed on that Sunday. So it was great. They all did a great job. Shout out to Fred Hammond and his crew. And then after that, we had the award for Video of the Year, which went to Silk Sonic's Leave the Door Open, which I definitely wasn't surprised by, because Silk Sonic has definitely ran this year R&B wise. They've been racking up all the awards for the R&B slot this year, as they should have been doing the thing with very minimal music, which is funny enough in itself. But in my opinion, even though I'm not surprised and I'm not mad Silk Sonic won it, I mean, Normani's Wild Side was right there. Like, if we're talking Video of the Year, in terms of people who are nominated in that category, like, yo, Normani's Wild Side was right there, bro. And I feel like she did get best choreography, which we'll talk about later, but I really feel like she deserved Video of the Year too. I'm not mad Silk Sonic won it, but you know, Silk Sonic already won other awards and they're gonna win a bunch of Grammys next year. So it's like, I feel like they could have given Normani Video of the Year. Soul Train, like, that video was insane, but it is what it is, man. Shout out to Sonic for y'all winning y'all award. And then we had the first BET Amplified Stage Performer, which was a new girl called Mars, who I've not heard about, but one of my homies told me about her during the show, and I thought she was dope. I really like her vibe. I love her energy. I love her music, her vocals. She sounds good. She performed a song called Countless Times, and it was great. I love Mars, so I'm gonna be looking out for you, mama. Shout out to you. You did a great job. All right, and now let's get into it. Then we get into the BET Soul Cypher that they do every year. This year for the Soul Cypher, they had D-Nice on the 1s and 2s. Shout out to D-Nice. He's been doing his thing since 2020. And then we also had El Varno, who is my baby. I love El Varno. I'm so mad she's been missing out on this. She's been missing on the scene for so long, and I love her. I really want her to come back. She put out a little like EP. I think it was in 2019 or last year. That was great, but all y'all slept on it. But I love El Varno. She's amazing. She was there, as well as Jack Ross, Corin Hawthorne, Music Soul Child as the veterans, the whole thing's down, and also Tone Stiff. So it's a really cool mix of artists that did the Soul Cypher. Let's talk about it, man. I think you know, Tone did his thing. El Varno to me just murked it. I love how she just flowed on that beat. They used the Soul Cypher to pay tribute to Aaliyah, so they used the instrumental for Rock the Boat. Rock the Boat is one of my favorite instrumentals. I love that beat. That beat is just so slinky and groovy. I love the Rock the Boat beat. That beat is insane. So I love how they all flowed over it. Besides my girl Corin Hawthorne. I forgot who went first. I think El Varno went first, or no, I think Tone went first. I forgot who went first, but somebody, I think it was either Tone or El Varno or Jack Ross that went first. They did a thing. Like I said, El Varno, she murked that beat. She just flowed over it. She skated over it. She killed it. Tone Stiff did his thing. But then Corin Hawthorne came on. And I love Corin Hawthorne. I love her, the huskiness of her voice. I love her vibe. I just love her. She's cool. But man, it's like she couldn't really find a beat like that. And I was like, Corin, like, damn, like, you can't do this amazing beat like that. Like, you know, she sounded good, but it's like, Corin, look, it's like she was looking for the beat. Corin was throwing it off for me, but you know, I still love her, and you know, shout out to her for being a part of the Soul Cypher, but it's all good. And then we ended off with, of course, you know, the legend himself, Music Soul Child, who definitely did his thing. Shout out to him. I'm glad that he's finally back in the scene. Still wearing that same hat from 2016, 2017 for his last album, Feel the Real. Oh damn, Music! It's been like 3 years since the album. Like, let's move on to a new era. Like, but shout out to Music Soul Child. He killed it. He did his thing. I love how they all paid tribute to Aaliyah, and yeah, it was definitely a vibe. To me, this wasn't one of the most memorable Soul Cyphers that they've had compared to other ones in the past, but I think to me the highlight was definitely El Varno. She killed it. Music Soul Child as well. Tone Stiff did his thing. Shout out to, you know, Jack Ross, Corin Hawthorne as well. Then after the Soul Cypher, we had the Lady of Soul Award, which was presented to Ashanti by Normani, which I thought was a really cute moment. Normani getting to shout out one of her legends in her eyes. I thought it was a great moment for, you know, kind of somewhat of like a passing of the torch in a way. So I really loved that. Shout out to Ashanti, like I said, definitely deserved. That little like you know, intro, that little like movie, little like monologue thing they have for Ashanti at the beginning was so funny. They had like this little like minute long movie intro where they were talking about like Ashanti was like breaking things. She's like, you know, people talking shit about you, boom. People think you can't do it, boom. People doubting you, doubting yourself, boom. It's like she's breaking all these glasses and breaking down all these walls, and then she's like, but I'm Ashanti, I'm gonna be here forever, and I'm lit. It's like, it was so funny and so dramatic, but I was here for it. I was like, yeah, give me drama, give me, you know, give me high stakes, give me give me I came through the fire and I'm still here and I'm still on y'all ass. Like, that's the energy that movie was giving me. So shout out to that little intro that they gave Ashanti for her award. But yeah, man, Normani gave love to how Ashanti, you know, like inspired her growing up, and then Ashanti came up and accepted her award. And then after that, she performed a really dope medley, some of her biggest hits. After they took a break, she performed, you know, Happy, Rain on Me, The Way That I Love You, Baby, What's Love, Always on Time, Foolish, you know, classic songs that still rock to this day, man. Ashanti got them songs that just will never get old, you know what I'm saying? Baby, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, Ashanti got them timeless songs. Like, she got so many of them. Shout out to her, man. And they still were rocking to this day. I love the medley she did. She also got some help from Fat Joe and Ja Rule, who came on for their songs as well. So that was dope as well. I thought she looked great. Her energy was on 10. She was dancing, singing, just, you know, in her bag as a legend. And listen, y'all, we're not gonna go through no Ashanti slander on today's video. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do no Ashanti vocal slander today. Listen, when we talk about Ashanti live vocal, we already know what it is. We already know what we're getting. So let's not do that today. I thought Ashanti sounded good. I thought she was in her bag. Just, you know, not the preeminent vocalist that she's ever been, but just, you know, sounding good, just, you know, vibing to, you know, hit songs and just having good energy, just dancing, just feeling the moment, and really appreciating the respect and the admiration that we were giving her for her career and for her legacy. Like, so yeah, I'm really glad that she enjoyed that moment. You could tell she was prepared. She hit her mark. She was doing her thing. She was cute with it. You know, she was grinding up and down, you know, just slinking up and down, you know, just doing her thing. Shanti wasn't playing with y'all. She came ready to perform, and that's what she did. She performed, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I was mad about is that she didn't perform some of my favorite songs by her. She didn't perform Rock With You, Ah Baby, but I'm not as mad about that. I'm mad she didn't perform Only You. That's one of my favorite songs by Ashanti. That was a big song back in the day. Why didn't she perform Only You? I was so mad about that. Like, damn, Ashanti, perform Only You. But it's all good. She still performed some of her biggest songs. So, and she got a lot of hits, so it's all good. But yeah, Ashanti did her thing, man. Shout out to her. I loved it. And yeah, man, we still stand for Ashanti in 2021. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your Lady Soul Award. Definitely deserved. And I'm glad you got that moment. So deserved. Looking forward to upcoming projects and upcoming music, Ashanti. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on. Then after the Ashanti medley, we had Leon Bridges come on and perform his song Details off of his album Gold Digger Sound, which is one of my favorite R&B albums of the year. And I love that song Details. Y'all gotta stop sleeping on Leon Bridges. He's an amazing artist. And I'm so mad at how whack the crowd was when he was performing. That song is so good. It's not like a hype song. It's really cute, mellow, chill, sweet R&B song about paying attention to the details of your partner and the person you love, and really focusing on those details about them. It's a really great song off a great album. But the crowd, Leon Bridges came out, was rocking, you know, just doing his thing, you know, just performing so well. And the crowd was just like, and I was so mad. I'm like, yo, I don't care if y'all don't know this song. I don't care if Leon Bridges is not like a hype, like, you know, type of artist. I don't care. Like, y'all just rock with it. Like, just rock to it. Like, come on, as black people, that's a goddamn shame. If we're all at the Apollo Theater, you know, listening to some good ass R&B soul music, and everybody, I don't care if it's not a popular song, because it hasn't been a single off his album, so it's not like it's a hit. So it's not a hit song, it's not a single yet, but it's a really nice deep cut off his album that it rocks, and it's a good song. And everybody was just saying that, like, I was so mad for Leon Bridges. I was so mad for him. I'm like, if I was Leon Bridges, I'd be like, fuck y'all, man. Like, I'm a king. I'm one of the best artists of this generation when we're talking about R&B, soul, male. Oh, Leon Bridges also. Leon Bridges should be added to the conversation of best male R&B artists of our generation for sure. He's not like, he don't be on like the modern vibe, but when it comes to, like, you know, classic throwback feels and a newer artist, Leon Bridges, hands down, he got that lane locked down and he kills it. Yeah, he definitely should be in that conversation as well. But yeah, he's a king. I love his music. I love his artistry. I love his essence. And that audience to give him nothing. And I was so mad about it. Like, everybody looks so bored. And I was like, but this song is amazing. If y'all don't know, I don't care. Just rock to it regardless. Like, So that irked me, but shout out to Leon Bridges for performing that great song. And then after that, we had the award for Best Dance Performance, which went to Normani for Wild Side and also Cardi B, even though she didn't really dance in that video because she was pregnant. But shout out Cardi B, we still love her. But yeah, man, such a deserved award. Normani definitely deserved that. I don't know who else would have taken that over Normani. Let's see, all the nominees in this category look great. I'm not really sure why Chris Brown, Young Thug, City Girls was there, but it's all good. And also, I don't feel like Lizzo's Rumors really needed to be in here, but it's cool. But yeah, definitely should have went to Normani for Wild Side. I love that video still to this day. Definitely deserved award for sure. I love Normani and what she did in that video. What her and Sean Bankhead did in that video with the choreography, with the styling, just the sets and just the whole world they created with that video was amazing. It definitely deserved. She was dancing her ass off. That performance is gonna inspire kids for years and generations to come. Like the way everybody in mom was trying to do the Wild Style dance this year, the Wild Style challenge, that is gonna inspire dancers and just people who are trying to come up in the dance world, just artists themselves for years and generations to come. Shout out to Normani for that moment and for the performance itself, and shout out to Sean Bankhead for really, you know, setting it up and just giving it to the world. Thank you, Sean Bankhead in particular. But yeah, man, Normani, you deserve that award. You killed it. Definitely deserved. She got video of the year too as well, but it's all good. And then after that, we had the next BET Amplified stage performer, who was L.A. I love L.A., one of my favorite underground R&B artists who's coming up right now. I love his music. He performed his new song, I don't think it's a song that's out. I don't know what it's called, but he performed the new song that was real cool. It was a vibe. His performance was like 30 seconds to a minute like they always are, so it was kind of whack, but you know, he still did a good job. He was cool. I like LA's vibe, so definitely tap into him as well. Shout out to LA. And then after that, we had the award for Album of the Year, which went to Hotels by Jasmine Sullivan. So deserved. I'm glad she won it. Definitely deserved that. Shout out to Jasmine Sullivan, man. Album of the Year, I definitely feel like it's deserved. Hotels has been to me one of the most impactful and most memorable and most beloved R&B albums of the year, so she definitely deserved that award. And I really loved her speech, man. Jasmine went up there and was like, listen, y'all, for years on end, I didn't really want to come out and like be in the scene like that because, you know, I didn't really believe myself. I didn't really love myself. I didn't really see the greatness in myself, and I always just wanted to hide whenever anybody went to give me love, or if I was ever invited out to stuff, I just wanted to hide and like not really be out in the scene. And she was like, listen, but I decided I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to hide. I want to be here and get love from y'all, and also continue to pour into y'all, the fans, and you know, my peers. Like, I love y'all. Like, it was such a good speech. Jasmine Sullivan, I'm so glad that you are like here with us finally. Like, you're here, you're present, you're not hiding anymore. You're living your best life. You're showing us your best self. You're putting out great music. You're just being your true self. You're just evolving in the most beautiful and natural and dope way, and dopest way. Like, I'm just so proud of Jasmine Sullivan for her music and where she's at in her life and her career right now. I'm so proud of her. She's come through so much shit, so it's good to see her like just getting this love from people. Like, I just love this for her. Like, it was so good to see her just get mad love from the whole audience. Like, everybody was like, Jasmine, we love you. Like, yeah, like, but yeah, the way the crowd was just giving love to Jasmine, it made my heart sing. It made my heart warm. I'm so happy for her. Like, just to see her getting this love that she been deserved for years now. You know, better late than never. But I'm so glad that the crowd was just here for her. They gave her so much love. You just felt the genuine love in the room for Jasmine, and I love that she got like multiple awards and they were so deserved. Oh, Jasmine Sullivan, love you, mom. Keep doing your thing. And then after that, we had one of the last performances of the night, and that was Summer Walker and Ari Lennox performing their duet Unloyal off of Summer's new album, Still Over It. One of my favorite tracks off the album. Man, can we talk about it? When two of the boring live queens come together and be boring together. But that's not really shade though, because I love Ari and Summer. I love both of them down. I love both of their, you know, their catalog so far. Like, I love both of them as women. But I like I said before, both of them, to me, it's weird. Like, when they're in real life, they're mad cool, but for some reason when they come on stage, they just kind of get into this like zone where they become a little bit boring and kind of just like reserved. I don't know what it is with both of them. I feel like they're both of them are just like, I wait for both of them to just come out and like be the stars I know they can be on stage. I'm waiting for that. And when they came together to perform Unloyal, it was the same vibes. They both, you know, Summer came out, did her thing first. She was just kind of standing there. Sounding great. Arrangement was great. The song was great, but kind of just, you know, chilling, vibing. With Summer, I'm not as mad at it because that's really who Summer is. She's more of a vibe anyway. She really just be chilling. She don't really be like crazy like that. She don't be like mad, like aggressive on stage. So it's cool. But with Ari, because she's so like funny and like bubbly in real life, I really want that to translate to her on stage, like I said. But she came out after and joined Ari on stage to finish out the song. They sounded great. I love the song. The vibe was great. Everybody was rocking. But I just want them to, you know, be more engaging on stage, you know what I'm saying? But I still love both of them, and it was a vibe regardless. It was still a great performance. So shout out to them performing on Loyal. Great moment in the show for sure. And then we end off the motherfucking show with the legend himself, Maxwell, getting the Legend Award from Jasmine Sullivan. And can we talk about the fact that when Jasmine was like presenting the award to Maxwell and like talking about how great Maxwell has been, you know, in his life and career and all that, he was like standing Jasmine. He was like, he's just like, look at Jasmine. I'm like, come on, Jasmine. Look at a legend standing you. Come on, Jasmine Sullivan. Back to Jasmine again. But yeah, man, such a deserved moment for Maxwell. One of our legends. I love this man. His music is everything. I have his first two albums and his first two albums and Black Summer's Night, the one that came out in 2009. I have all those albums on vinyl. I love Maxwell, man. A true album artist, a true legacy artist, a true artist, you know what I'm saying? He's like your favorite artist's favorite artist. He's one of those people. His music is impeccable. He's just a great musician, a great artist, songwriter, producer, all around singer. Just like, he has great energy, just a good artist and a good person. So happy got this award, man. And Maxwell, after getting, you know, getting the award, and after showing the clip about his life and his career and all that, he performed a medley of his biggest hits as well. That medley of his biggest hits, he killed that. He did his thing, man. When we talk about, man, Maxwell murked the fuck out of that. When we talk about, you know, vocals, energy, crowd engagement, just great songs, dancing, like, and also like having like a good variety in vibes and moods and tempos, like, man, and just bringing originality into the songs that we've known for years, and kind of like, you know, bringing some new like twists and new vibes into the arrangements that we all know and love of his classic songs. He did that. Man, shout out to the band, but also shout out to Maxwell for just really killing his own medley. He did his thing. I'm so proud of him. He did that. Man, he performed Till the Cops Come Knocking, Bad Habits, Lifetime, love that song. Something Something, love that song. My favorites by him. I love Something Something. Then he performed his new song Off, and also Ascension, Don't Ever Wonder. And speaking about Off, I'm not really the biggest fan of Off, the studio version, but I will admit that for some reason live, Off sounded way better as a live song. Like live, and you know, when he performed it live, it sounded much fresher and much more engaging. But for some reason, the studio version of Off doesn't really do it for me like that. I like the video. The video's cool, but I'm still excited for his new album when it comes out, you know, early next year, but hopefully. But yeah, for some reason Off, I'm not really rocking with the studio version, but the live version was great. So he did it really well live. But even though I get that he wanted to perform Off and promote Off, I get that it's a new single, so do your thing. Even though, you know, but I could have done without Off, but I get why he did it. But I'm also mad that we didn't get to meet some of like his best and some of my favorite songs by him. We didn't get Pretty Wings. We didn't get This Woman's Work, even though that's not his song, but still, come on, that's one of his biggest songs that we all know and love. And he didn't perform Lake by the Ocean. Like, I really wish, I mean, Lake by the Ocean I'm not that mad about, and also This Woman's Work, like I said, it's not his song, but we should at least got Pretty Wings. Like, Maxwell, how could you not do Pretty Wings? Like, come on, it's one of your biggest and best songs. Like, so I'm mad we didn't get Pretty Wings, but it's all good. Other than that, Maxwell killed that, definitely deserved it. I'm glad he got this Legend Award. So deserving. And yeah, it was a great way to kind of end out the show. But the actual official end to the show was a Silk Sonic performance of they had two performances, which I think was fair. Silk Sonic performed their other song, Smoking Out the Window, to end out the show. Loved it. Another pre-recorded, you know, segment where they dedicated the set to Soul Train, had a Soul Train vibe going on. It was amazing. That song, I love it. I love how they keep performing it. Maxwell, not Maxwell. And his impact, you know, gets in his bag when that song's performed. You know, he'd be funny, laying on the floor, doing all types of dramatic shit. Bruno be singing his ass off when that song come on. Like, yeah, Smoke Out the Window is a whole moment, a whole mood, and they killed it as usual. Silk Sonic, man, definitely in the bag. A great way to end the show with a good song that's just like, you know, just feels like a classic record from back in the day, but it's new and it's fresh and it's dope. So definitely a great way to end the show. I love what Silk Sonic did with Smoke Out the Window. It was perfect. I love the backdrop, love the costume, love the sets, love the vibe, love the just a great energy all around. Great performance. They shot it so well. It was a great way to end off the show. Perfect. And that's how the show ended, y'all. And then Tashina, you know, and Tisha, you know, ended us out. So yeah, all in all, y'all, was a great show. Now let's go through the awards themselves and then end off the video. So I already talked about Best New Artist. The Soul Train Centrified Award went to Charlie Wilson, which I'm not mad at. Shout out Uncle Charlie, legend. The Best Male R&B Soul Artist went to Giveon, which I'm definitely not mad at. I feel like Giveon definitely ran this year R&B wise. Lucky Day was in there as well. Chris Brown was in there, but I'm not mad Giveon won it. Giveon definitely had a great year, so I'm not mad about that. The best gospel / inspirational award went to Kirk Franklin. No surprise there. I feel like he gets it all the time, so I'm not mad at that. It is what it is. Shout out Kirk Franklin. Song of the year, I don't think they actually presented this one, but it went to Silk Sonic for Leave the Door Open. I ain't mad at that. A lot of good songs in this category. They had Damage, Pick Up Your Feelings, Essence. So yeah, this is a good, really good category. But you know, it went to Leave the Door Open, which I'm not mad at. Album of the year went to Hotels, like I said. The Ashford and Simpson Songwriters Award, that went to Leave the Door Open as well. Not surprised there. Great song. I would have, I think a cool upset would have been maybe hers Damage or Pick Up Your Feelings, or not Essence. I think Damage or Pick Up Your Feelings would have been a cool upset, but I'm not mad it went through the open. Great song. It's all good. Best dance performance went to Wild Side, like I said. Best collaboration went to Wizkid and Thames for Essence. So I'm so glad they got one award. They deserved it. Perfect category for them to have won, because Thames and Wizkid on that record is magic together. On Essence, it's magic. One of my favorite songs of this past year. I love what they did on it. Shout out to my Naija brother, my Naija sister, Wizkid and Thames on Essence. Y'all did that, and I'm so happy you guys are Soul Train Award winners. Y'all deserved it for this amazing song. Perfect category too. And yeah, the video of the year went to Leave It Open. So those are all the actual awards themselves, y'all, and that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the 2021 Soul Train Awards. Let me know what y'all thought about the show down below. Did y'all love it? Did y'all hate it? Did y'all think it was okay? It could have been better. Let me know what your thoughts were on the show down below. Let me know who your favorite performance is. Who would you love that you got to see, you know, presenting or performing or whatever. What were your favorite actual awards of the show? What were your least favorite performances? What performances that you didn't like at all? What were moments that you didn't like? What were moments that you were looking for that didn't happen? Let me know down below. Yeah, you know, give me your overall thoughts on the show down below, okay? Appreciate y'all. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Thank you. And like I always say, guys, live your best life, drink more water, stay woke, and if you're mad or sad, go listen to your favorite song, make you feel better, okay? Go listen to your favorite song. Alright, y'all, this has been your boy Bright, the R&B Kid. Thank you for watching, but for now, I'm signing off, baby. Bye, y'all. Peace.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no. I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no. Relax just a little bit. You don't gotta worry, you can just